Okay, so I promised to review Django Unchained in my Les Mis video, and now that I've seen it, I can actually go over what I thought about this movie. So, first off, I'm going to address something that has been addressed before about this movie. I'm not gonna go too deep into the racial politics in this video, but I'm gonna just address it real quick. I know a lot of people are mad about the constant usage of the N word, but you know what? I just like this movie wouldn't be. I know this movie is unrealistic in a lot of ways, but it's set in a time of like deep racism, so it's not unrealistic that this word would be commonly used. And so it's like um, if you're bothered by the word usage, don't watch the movie. But if you're not bothered by the word usage, I don't really know what to say. Just like, it doesn't make sense if they don't use the word in this type of setting. So it's like, I don't really understand why people are getting mad about it. Maybe it's because it's by a white director or something. I don't know. But uh, I don't really understand the controversy. But anyways, moving on from that. On this movie, on its own merits, if I had to rank all the Quentin Tarantino movies, I'm pretty sure it won't top my list, but I can see it having second place because honestly, this is one of the better movies that Quentin Tarantino has made in a while. It's much better than Inglourious Bastards, which was a little bit of a letdown, but it was still a pretty good movie. But this movie was definitely Tarantino at his best. I mean, not his best, but it's him. Anyways, moving on. So pros and cons. Some cons. I'm gonna start with the cons because I don't actually have a lot of cons to go over. I think my major complaint about this movie would be it's a little drawn out. Like, it starts out fine. I mean, spoilers. It starts out well paced. Like, it shows how Schultz buys Django, and then he trains them, and you see him like become this badass gunslinger, and that's paced fine until we get to Candyland. That's when the pace slows down, and it's the kind of like slow-paced talking you expect from a Tarantino movie. Like all the characters sound intelligent, but it's like very intense conversations. But it's just there's like constant talking when they get to Candyland. I mean, then they get to the violence, but when you get to the violence like after so much talking, it's entertaining talking, but you kind of feel like they could have cut down a lot on dialogue in this section. And I think another complaint I had was this is more of a nitpick actually. The movie kind of stepped out of bounds in terms of its setting. And I mean by it I know it's supposed to be like a black exploitation film, so like they're trying to copy the style of actual black exploitation films, but it just I don't know, it felt awkward to have like like out of I don't really know the word, but like there are some points in the film where it's definitely not from that time period, like when Tupac came on, or there was a rap song when they were going to Candyland, or um, even like just like music that didn't sound like it wasn't from that era. It just didn't feel right. It kind of took you out of the setting. And I know some of the songs were in the original Django, okay? Don't get me wrong. I know there was an original Django in the 60s, and they used the music from the original Django in the 60s. But you know what? It's a nitpick. Like when I hear out of place things in a movie, it takes me out of the setting. But it's a nitpick because going into the pros now, um, it's a very Quentin Tarantino like movie, as in it has all the traits of a Quentin Tarantino movie. Well, except maybe the feet shots, but maybe I have to go back and see if there was a feet shot, but I don't remember. But You know, it's Quentin Tarantino at his best. Like, you can tell he loved this project because it's just a really fun movie to watch. Like, all the actors are at their A game except maybe Kerry Washington, but she didn't really have a lot to work with, anyways. The violence was just fun to watch. I know some people complain that it was ultra violent, but come on. It's Quentin Tarantino. I mean, like, this is the guy who made Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs. Like, every movie he makes is like super violent. So I don't really know why people are still complaining that his movies are violent. I mean, what do you expect in a Quentin Tarantino movie? So the violence was entertaining, the acting was entertaining. Even though I nitpick about the out of place thing, music, you know, it on one hand it took you out of the setting, but on the other, it created this other type of setting. Like, I don't think he was going for realistic old west kind type thing. He was going for more of a, you know, a grindhouse type movie. Like, he's sacrificing realism for style, I guess. But you know what? That's not bad. I mean, you came into this movie to get pumped, to feel happy afterwards, to feel satisfied, not depressed, you know. And even though the subject is depressing, you know, it's slavery, it's still, it's, you know, you feel bad about it, but you also can laugh about it. I mean, like, it's a satire of the setting too. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is don't take this movie too seriously as a take on slavery. I mean, if you want a serious take, go watch Lincoln. But this movie, it's not actually about the slavery. It's a story about a slave. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. And I say this is a pro of the movie because it doesn't really dwell too much on the politics in this one. I mean, like, it does go into it, but its main focus is on Django and his quest to find his wife, you know. And it doesn't stray from that, which is good. You know, it doesn't really. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but anyways. Uh, so overall, though, overall, it's a good movie. It has, it's a little slow. I mean, I mentioned it's kind of slow, and some people might not like this style of filming. I mean, it's not filming, style of film. But you know what? If you do like the style, or if you love violent movies, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love Django. I love Django, and I guess a lot of people like Django too. Oh, before I leave, um, I saw an interesting note on Wikipedia. Apparently, they got the original Django to play, to have a cameo in this movie, and I wasn't so sure where he would appear. I think he was the guy at the bar. I mean, I don't remember who they said it was on Wikipedia, but I'm pretty sure it was the guy at the bar because he looks like the guy in the original Django. I know I kind of look like an idiot for not knowing, but I honestly don't know if it was the guy at the bar. But anyways, that's my review of Django. Good movie, kind of slow, but overall pretty good.